The wind in the willows sang softly to me. Follow my voice wherever it leads, from mountains through valleys to deep rolling seas, borne on the wings of the breeze.
It was May, almost halfway through a year that, for all that, still had a spring freshness about it. And now, to the early yellows and whites of the fields and hedgerows, were added rich purples and blues that challenged the bluest of the early summer skies. But this year, for the first time, the passing months that brought a warmth to the riverbank brought, too, a chill to those who lived there.
Me, every day nearer. Every day another length of line.
Yes, and trees felled and fields destroyed from all I hear.
Oh, dear, oh, dear. You were saying that we've only got rumours about the railway to go on, Badger.
Yeah, it did have, Mole. But I think I've some real news at last.
Oh.
Well, what's that, Badger?
An article in the Times of yesterday
About the railway?
about archaeology.
Oh, archaeology.
Was that, Toad?
Me? I never said anything.
Yes, Mole, the article was principally about archaeology, but it gives us an idea of where the railways got to. The story said that while digging a cut-in for the railway line, the navvies had uncovered an Anglo-Saxon barrow.
Oh?
Someone had told the people at the British Museum, and Lord Rushton, famous archaeologist, had driven there post-haste to investigate.
I say, did you say Lord Rushton?
Yes, Lord Rushton. But, and this is the significant thing, the report said that the find had been made between Lower Bellham and Wendell on the Green.
Goodness, I mean, Bellham's only about, what, 15 miles away?
And Wendell's even nearer. Maybe only 10 or 11. Oh, dear.
Oh, dear, indeed.
And did you say he was famous?
What? What is it, Toad?
Lord Rushton, famous?
Famous archaeologist, yes. Now, do you see what this means, Toad?
Of course I see what it means.
Oh, good.
Just, dig about a bit and you get to be a lord with your name in the newspapers. In the Times.
Toad.
I wonder why they buried a wheelbarrow, though.
A barrow, Toad, is a burial mound.
Oh, I say.
And we are talking about the railway.
Pooh to the boring old railway.
What?
I'm talking about archaeology. I'm talking about famous people.
Oh, Toad, please.
How do you spell archaeology?
Oh, you...
Thank you. O-U-A-R-K something, I think. Oh, well, never mind. Won't be long.
What a fathead. What a prize fathead.
Ooh, by Jove, they are all famous. Sir this, Lord that, Professor the other. And just for finding a few bits of rusty old metal and a couple of broken dishes. God, anyone could do that. And I will too. I'll find a rotten old barrow and then they'll make me a, yes, what shall I be? Lord Toad of Riverbank. I say, that's a jolly good ring to it, that. Lord Toad of a Riverbank. Yes. Yes, Your Majesty. I found the barrow under the third pyramid from the left. Oh, no, Your Majesty. It's not that sort of barrow.
What he doesn't seem to realize is that if we don't do something soon, that railway line will come careering through Riverbank and Wildwood, and we can say goodbye to the life we know forever.
Yes, I know, Ratty.
And that goes for Toad and Toad Hall just as much as the rest of us.
Yes, I know, Ratty.
Well, why doesn't he know it too? Oh, come on.
Well, where are we going, Rat?
We're going to Toad Hall. He has to be convinced. Besides, heaven only knows what he'll be up to by now. Once a craze gets him, he loses any bit of sense he ever had.
Oh, dear. Doesn't seem to be at home.
No, probably driven off to London to chase up his latest craze. I dare say archaeology turned out to be too difficult for him. Oh, well, we might as well go home.
No, hang on, Ratty. Look.
What?
There in the grounds. Someone seems to be digging. And I think it's Toad.
Great Scott, Toad, working. Oh, come on, I've got to see this.
You've got an awfully long way down, Toady.
Yes, I know. Whew. Jolly good job you came.
Why, Toad, have you found something?
Found something? No. I mean, it's a jolly good job you come to help me with the digging.
We haven't come to help you with the digging.
You haven't? Just a minute. Whew. What do you mean you haven't come to... I say, what are you laughing
I'm awfully sorry, Toby.
Awfully sorry. Oh, I see, you're laughing at me.
Dear me, Toad, what do you look like?
I look like a proper archaeologist. I'm wearing a proper archaeologist's outfit as supplied by one of the finest tailors in London.
Where have you hidden the camels?
Oh, I see. All right. Well, if you've come here to make fun of me just because you're jealous of my brilliance, you can jolly well buzz off again.
Sorry, Toad, but no, we didn't come here to make fun of you. We came to invite you to a meeting about the railway.
Pooh to the silly old railway. Pooh to the silly old meeting. When I am Lord Toad, they won't dare to run their silly little trains over my land.
Oh, Toad, you're not going to be Lord Toad. Do be sensible.
Oh, aren't I? Aren't I? Well, let me tell you that I am on the verge of a great discovery. I am on the brink of fame and
Oh, my goodness.
Are you all right, Toad?
Yes. I am perfectly well, thank you.
Well, he was on the brink, Mole. I think he's just discovered the law of gravity.
Oh, very funny. Very funny indeed.
Are you saying, Mole, that we've all had this ridiculous invitation?
I think so, Badger.
Such nonsense. Cordially invited to the official opening of the world-famous... world-famous Toad Hall Museum of Archaeology. Spelt that wrong.
It's tomorrow.
12 noon. What?
What is it, Badger?
This. It says, in the presence of royalty. Has he got out of his mind? How long has he been obsessed with archaeology now, Mo?
Oh, about 3 weeks, I think.
3 weeks. And he's opening a museum in the presence of royalty. Oh, well, I suppose we'd better go. I wonder what he thinks he's found.
Not a thing. Not a blessed thing. By Jove, whatever... I say. Ooh, a barrow. I found a barrow. Oh, I bet it's chock-a-block with gold coins and canteens of cutlery and all sorts.
Well,
There's a hole, Chief, at the end of the trench.
is it safe?
Yes, Chief.
Oh, right, well, I'm coming down.
Oh, bother and blow nothing. Nothing at all. No gold, no pots, no knives and forks. It's just... Well, it's just not jolly well fair. Well, fair must be something. There's got to be something. Palpitations. Oh, jolly nearly gave me a fright then.
Right, Mr. Toad? No, not you, Mr. Toad.
I say, something wrong with your colleague?
Yes, Mr. Toad. He's an idiot.
How?
With a sore shin. Pardon me for asking, Mr. Toad.
Yes,
But what are you doing down this here hole?
hole? This is not a hole.
Oh, not a hole.
No, it is an excavation. We are now standing in an ancient Anglo-Saxon burial chamber.
Whack.
Oh, is that a fact?
Oh, yes. My archaeological excavation has uncovered this storehouse of long-buried treasures from the ancient world.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
Ah, and, where are they, Mr. Toad?
I can't find them. Drat and double drat, I can't find the stupid things.
Oh, dearie me.
And the museum opens tomorrow, and I've invited His Majesty, and I won't have any treasures, and I'll never get to be Lord Toad of Riverbank.
Oh, dear, oh, dear. Oh, what would, they be like, these, treasures, Mr. Toad?
Eh? Oh, they'd be... Well, they'd be, It's, not terribly easy to say, but...
They wouldn't be, you know, anything like that, would they?
Eh? Where? By Jove! I have found something after all!
Well done, Mr. Toad.
What is it, Mr. Toad?
What is it? What is it? Oh, well, it's as plain as the pikestaff what it is. It's, well, one doesn't want to jump to conclusions, you know. Not if one is a proper archaeologist.
Only it looks to me like an...
Oh, dear, your shin giving you trouble again, is it?
Oh,
So, if we could lay our hands on any more archaeological treasures, you'd be, interested, would you, Mr. Toad?
Oh, by Jove, yes.
Ah, well, only I think I might know where to find a few things like that.
I say.
Yeah, so have your money ready and I'll bring them round.
Money. Oh, yes. Yes, of course. Go on. I shall be Lord Toad after all.
Yeah. Well, if you'll excuse us, we must go and pursue our relentless search for the priceless treasures of the past.
Yes, of course, of course. Lord Toad.
Time now, Noli, is 23 minutes past 12.
dear, he's awfully late.
Well, he can have another 5 minutes and then I'm going home. Grand opening or no grand opening?
Oh, your Majesty, forgive me, they've stolen my ladder.
Toad!
Whatever's the matter, Toad?
Oh, Toad, are you all right?
Yes. I was trapped down the excavation and some villain has stolen my ladder.
I can guess who.
Hey, don't tell me His Majesty has had to go.
What are you talking about, Toad?
What am I talking about? The king, I invited him. He hasn't left, has he?
He can't have done, Toad,
Oh, thank goodness for that.
because he never arrived.
Oh, well then, I might as well get on with the opening. Oh, I say, where are my notes?
Never mind your notes, Toad.
But I can't make a speech if I haven't got my notes.
Precisely. Never mind your notes.
Well, really.
What's behind the curtain, Toad?
Oh, don't touch it! Don't touch. Oh, that's the opening bit for the opening.
Well, for heaven's sake, open it, Toad.
All right. Phew, honestly. Your Majesty... My lords, ladies... Oh, what's the use? I declare this... Double drat! Well, that's it, laugh!
I'm sorry, Toad, but it was quite funny.
I'm glad you think so.
What is all this rubbish, Toad?
All this rubbish? These are treasures of the past. These are the priceless objects hallowed by our forefathers.
Yes, but what are they, Toad?
Well, if you'll just give me a moment, I'm going to tell you. These are the precious fragments of a Roman bowl, held in the bosom of the earth for century upon century.
Plant pot.
Perhaps the drinking cup of emperors. Perhaps the plant pot.
Plant pot. It's a few bits of broken plant pot.
It's nothing of the
Oh,
sort.
Badger, are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. There's the drain hole in the bottom.
Oh, yes.
Turning to our next precious find, we come to a Viking stirrup. Now imagine the marauder's boot thrust through as he urged his steed to battle. Imagine.
I say, Toad.
Mole, please.
Well, I'm awfully sorry, but that looks like the rusty broken hoe that was on the compost heap at the bottom of your garden.
By Jove, Moley, you're right.
It's nothing like a rusty hoe.
It's exactly like a rusty hoe.
It's pure coincidence. Oh, that's all. Who would have thought to find so near this ancient family home the coronation scepter of a pharaoh?
The what?
Coronation scepter of an Egyptian pharaoh. That's what this is.
What was an Egyptian pharaoh doing round here, Toad?
Ah, yes. Now, I wondered that. But the weasel, but I worked out the obvious explanation, you see. He was kidnapped by the Viking who rode the horse with his foot in...
In the garden home?
The Pharaoh's toad lived 2,000 years before the Vikings were here.
Yeah? Oh. Well, perhaps he was a very old pharaoh.
Oh, dear.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, dear.
It's an edging tool.
So what? It's nothing of the sort.
It is, Toad. One of those things for cutting the edges of the lawn. You used to have one in your garden shed.
But I... Oh, those weasels.
What do you say, Toad?
Me, I never spoke. I shall show you the pride of this priceless...
Worthless.
Priceless collection. A Roman soldier's shield bearing the date, in Roman numerals, of course, of 1300.
My word. Now, that does look like the real thing.
Ah, now then.
Toad, I don't like to find fault, but the Romans had left our shores 1,000 years or so before the year of 1300.
Ah, that's what everybody thought. But here's the evidence that proves that they were wrong. Roman numerals. M, that means 1,000. D, that means 500. And CC, that means 200, which before 500 equals 300. So that's 1,300. 1,300. Easy.
My word, yes. Oh, Toad.
I shall be Lord Toad in no time.
Unless, of course, MCCD stands for something else.
What's that, Badger?
Oh, stuff and not. What else could it stand for?
Micklehampton Council Cleansing Department?
Ah. Micklehampton.
I've seen those initials on other dustbin lids.
Oh,
Dustbin.
Toad.
Oh, dear.
A dustbin lid.
Well, I will kill those weasels.
Weasel?
Yeah, they told me they were archaeological treasures, and I paid good money.
I see.
Oh, Toad.
Yes, I'll give them dustbin lid, I'll give them a garden hose. Just wait, you villains. And they got my ladder.
Spin me a dream woven silver and gold, from sunshine and shadows and days long ago, where people are memories and stories unfold. Willows, the tales you have told me. Wind in the willows, you just seem to know who you can turn to and which way to go to unwind your wondrous mind. Wind in the willows, take me there.